It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Back to Renfro again, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow caught by the tight end Ertz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. James Mitchell, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important and they've done that in this one.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here. We'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. The throw taken in by Cole. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Mahomes swinging this out for Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Daron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, here's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sanders again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Dallas. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Burrow. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Robinson with another carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
One side when the season ends, no matter